Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the broadcast. Hollywood versus Vega Squadron, live on the pistol. Welcome to the matchup. This, of course, is the M.Game League 2. Let's get right into this. Hollywood on that CT side. We'll run over the rosters very quickly in this pistol round as well for that CT side of Hollywood. We have, of course, Darkside, Romy, Luke, Yo, and Redhide. And for Vega Squadron, we have JR, Cruzy, Tony Black, Hutchie, and Chopper. There's already Luke to take down Tony Black. A nice early frag to go in their favor. Hollywood, though, the team coming into this side, I would expect to be on the back foot, but can put up the fight as Yo sprays down 3 with a CZ. That's a great opening for that CT side to make as they already rotate toward this B-bomb site. JR now alone in a 1v4 and, oh, sorry, even a 1v5, and Yo will find 4 frags in that first round to kickstart the game already. And with that, Hollywood going to be grabbing their pistol round of this game quite early. Now into their full buy round, of course, where we do see these pharmacies being bought. A couple of submachine guns as well, a little bit of utility to work with, but apart from that, it's pretty limited for that T side. Of course, no bomb plant for them, so very simply just a little bit of a pistol rebuy. Some Kevlar on that T side, a little bit of utility, but nothing major really to work with. So this is all about right now Hollywood just managing these next 2 rounds, making sure they don't go in the favor of Vega Squadron. Losing that pistol round, losing this second round would really start to impact them quite early, especially considering that they would be put down to their pistols. The next round, Vega Squadron would have a buy round, etc. So even just losing this first sort of anti-eco round can really sway the odds against you. So all they need to do is just make sure they close out this round. Some nice frags. Luke able to shut down 1. JR will fall, and damage has been done to Cruzy as well. 53 seconds on the clock, and Hollywood again taking that first stance in the round as they open up the frags. But it should just be a pretty simple cleanup now for Hollywood. They shouldn't really be challenged too much unless they overwhelm the bomb site, which they are looking to do right now. There are 4 players toward Banana. Only 2 in the defense on that CT side toward the B-bomb site, which might get a little bit awkward, but even so, Redhide does find 1. Cruzy takes the trade, and so does Hutchie. That's much better from Vega as well as they try to just rush onto the bomb site. Tony Black finds another kill. Does get tagged down to 13 HP, but does come away with a UMP. Romy is looking to try and shut down 1. Will be able to land it. Hutchie trades back for a second, and even a chance at a third. Romy is very low, picks him off, and there you go. That is what I was predicting when Vega Squadron pick up that second round. It will now break Hollywood's economy down to an eco, and this could really begin to struggle for them here. But once more, it will be Vega Squadron to try and take a round in their favor. Hollywood, on the other hand, of course, have to rebuy into this round. They do not have money to just simply eco it out. And again, that CZ, Darkside to find a frag with it. Hutchie will fall, and the 3-for-1 trade just come back there as well. Redhide to find 1 in return. JR does shut down. Into a 3 versus 2. Tony Black on the UMP. A little bit of utility left to work with, but JR trying to force his way inside of Ruins. Does get taken out by Romy, and as they advance onto the site, only a UMP. They do have that mortar to get down on to the bomb, though. Try and stop that defuse as Tony Black will be able to find 1. Romy sneaks around the corner, though. Has the UMP in hand. So flashbang does go down, but Darkside already on the defuse as time does start to tick. They will manage to land it only just, though, as Darkside left on 6 HP. Will find the kill eventually, but Hollywood somehow take a second round. And so far, very back and forward as Hollywood Again, rebuying, of course, Vega to do the same. Money going down with the bomb plant, and it does give a chance for Hollywood again to reimburse their lead, get that third on the board, take Vega down to that down to that eco, sorry. Do start to really impact them here, is it? Of course, Darkside sat inside of that smoke. Hutchie and Cruzy both find frags, though. A third one's coming from Hutchie, and finally a trade coming through from Robbie. Takes down one, does damage to a second. And there you go, does get cleaned up pretty effectively there. Only losing one man in that exchange. Hollywood down to an eco. Even going to be buying into this round as well, because as you can see, 4 out of the 5 players cannot buy in the next round. And of course, this will be a little bit of a tech pause, as you can see in chat. Hope you can read. But if you would like to enter the giveaway, we have for you provided in the chat, ! giveaway to do so. And of course, the proud sponsor of this event, Who.bet. If you do want to bet on their website, ! bet, you can get a double up on your deposit up to €50 by clicking the link attached to the command. But there we go, live once again. Translation, okay, I'm seeing it. Well, thank you very much. But there we go. As we do get back into this, of course, just at pistols for that CT side. Vega. 3 AKs across the field. A lot of utility left to work with. This should be a round in their favor. Unless those CZs just like, you know, CZ go. He managed to overpower, but shouldn't be happening so far as Hutchie does take down Darkside, and already the 5 versus 4 advantage to be setting in. Maybe even a chance for more frags to come through right here as 2 players on that B-bomb site for Hollywood. Going to be doing a little bit of a stack toward the left side of the bomb site here. As those Molotovs do go down, going to be doing a little bit of damage with the grenade as well. Nothing, actually no damage as utility being expended, but nothing to show for it here. There is 40 seconds on the clock. Chopper and Crush both take down frags. JR finds one as well, and that should open the bomb site. Romy now in a 1v5. Might have a chance at taking down one more player. Tony Black will fall in the process. Does get himself a UMP, but it's nothing great compared to what Vega are doing on that B-bomb site. Bomb does go down, and there you go. Vega to close out the round. Going to be a third on their T side already, as Hollywood now most likely going to be into another eco. As you can see, not many of the players, or literally none of the players, having money whatsoever. Go as we do see that third round sway in the favor of Vega Squadron. I just realized the bomb sounds different because of the new update. Not sure if anyone else recognized that one, but this is the first time I've opened CS since the new update came through, so. As we are live once again. Luke seeming to have a couple more issues, not too sure on the reasoning, but even so, he is back in the game now, but just very basic pistols for the CT side. The UMP, of course, saved by Romy in the previous round, but I doubt how much impact it will have in this one. There's already Joe going to be forced back by Molotov, and Crush to finish him off quite swiftly as well. do have Red hide on the back of the bomb site, but Vega not going to be dedicating just yet to the B bomb site. They just want to play it out for a little bit. They do have 3 players sat toward the top of the A bomb site here, and 2 of them peek. They both get sprayed down by Hutchie. Finally, the trade comes through from Romy, but JR to eliminate once again. Red hide now in a 1v4. Still rotating toward that A bomb site through the CT spawn. 55 seconds, and this should be around again in the favor of Vega Squadron. They will get that bomb onto the site eventually. Close down the bomb site. And there you go. Actually, Yutan, you might have a really good call. I believe Kabakin usually does play as Tony Black. Let me find out. You are right. Something that is really annoying is I do ask the admins to tell the players to use their HLTV listed names, but it never works. But there we go. 4th round on to Vega. Of course, Luke going to buying up the AWP on that CT side. Rest of the players able to reinvest into their M4s. AKs across the field for Vega, though, as you don't want to really risk bringing out the AWP in this game just yet. Not when they're doing so well without it. But even so, Hollywood looking to bring back around, try and make it as competitive as possible quite early in this game. But even so, a lot of utility from Vega being expended quite early. Do have their 5 smokes left to work with, 2 Molotovs as well, so not too bad to be entering a site with, but even so, would like some more flashbangs. You do have 4 to work with, but those can easily be used just trying to clear out angles. Only 1 defuse kit on the CT side, though, and that is with Romy toward the A bomb site. Probably the best place to put the defuse kit as well. In hindsight in this round anyway, because Vega starting to make their way toward the top of middle. Luke is there, AWP in hand though, shuts down Crush, and that's a great first frag to find. Darkside forced out of position by the Molotov, but doesn't get tagged, and even so, I don't think the T's would have heard him escaping there. Once again, 25 seconds left, JR to be eliminated by Romy. Chopper finds one back, and Kabakin able to land on the head of Darkside into a 3 versus 3. A single Molotov left for that CT side, and again, that defuse kit has been lost. Vega do get that bomb down, forcing the 40-second tick timer, and apart from that, it's quite limited for Hollywood right now. It should be Vega to take yet another round. They got some great afterplant positions playing the crossfires with Hutchie and Chopper just making sure their angles are all covered here. Kabakin inside of pit just mining down the apartments. It's nothing really too special for Vega, but it just worked out effectively as Yo tries to make his way into the back of the bomb site, but is choosing to already go into a save. They have the AWP to be carried over as well, so there's not really too much of a bad idea going into that save, really, because taking 3 weapons over means that you can most likely give the rest of your team a bye going into the next round, and even if it is only going to be FAMAS's, the rest of the team can most likely get their weapons, so into a 5th round for Vega. A good start for them on that T side so far. The rest of the players, there we go, going to be dropping FAMAS's out for the teammates who cannot get a weapon. Vega, though, now AWP on to JR, going to be bringing that one out and trying to get themselves a 6th round. Doing so would pretty much break the bank of Hollywood in this sort of opening passage as JR gets the better angle compared to Luke, and Romy wants to try and retrieve that AWP. Will be able to do so, not before JR does land a couple of shots. 2-for-1 trade, though, as Hutchie does shut down Darkside. Already Chopper to eliminate Romy, already into a 4 versus 2. No real reason for Joe to leave the bomb site right here. He might as well just save once again. Red Hide is already looking to do the same. 6th round for Vega, keeping 4 players alive as well. So a really good start from Vega so far to get themselves a 6th round on the T side and start to really make a push here. But even so, Inferno has been a much more even map across the like sort of recent weeks. I've seen a lot of Inferno games be like 8-7 at the end of the first half and even go to that 30 rounds where there is a potential for overtime. So it just shows how sort of balanced Inferno is becoming. Money for Hollywood going to be allowing one more buy round, but of course losing it will put them down to an eco. Luke cast a glass cannon in the AWP. No money for Kevlar or even anything else for that matter. Vega though sitting on cloud 9 so far as their hype in this game is really starting to come through. 6-2 and Hutchie top in the leaderboard with 9 kills so far. Chopper beginning to burn in the Molotov. Does manage to survive though. Crushed down to 51. As they do rotate that third player out toward the A-bomb site once again. 2 players toward top mid being joined by a third. Kubakin going to split through toward the apartments just to provide that little bit extra support. If Vega are to win out this round, it could really start to hurt Hollywood as Chopper takes down Romy. That nice little boost idea just taken away from them here as Darkside trades back 1, but again, Hutchie able to deny it. Might already be going into another save here for Hollywood. That seems like all they've been doing in this game so far, just losing, saving once again. It's not a great way to start a match, definitely not. Especially when you're trying to build up your confidence to try and beat a team like Vega. And yes, they've swapped out. I think it was Mur and Kashanda. But even so, they're still a good team. Obviously, like you got JI, you got Hutchie, you got Crush. And then you got these 2 new players coming in Kubakin and Chopper. And sorry, and you got 2 new players coming in Crush and Kubakin. Like, you still have a very strong roster, especially compared to most of the CIS teams. Maybe not against teams like Vanguard and teams like that, but even so, can be challenging these sort of lower level teams like Hollywood, like EPG, Hamasi, all those types of teams. However, this time Hollywood able to buy up into a double AWP setup. Quite a respectable buy around this time, actually. I think a lot of utility to work with as well. Those double grenades really damaging Chopper down to 10 points of health. However, Joe going to find the opening frag on to JR. Already to pick off the AWP quite early. Not going to be retrieved, but Chopper might want to pick that up for the fact that he has no HP left. But as the time it does begin to tick, approaching to the last minute of this round as Hollywood seeming to have that first frag and some great damage done to Chopper as well. Might give them a chance at actually winning out this round. But it all depends on how Vega look to hit this bomb site. That's much better loot to shake down Hutchie. AWP coming into play here and 40 seconds on the clock. Vega starting to rotate toward the B bomb site. You do have 2 players there in support though on that back of the site, so going to be a really tough challenge to try and brace this bomb site, try and breach the quarters. 30 seconds left though, and Kubakin actually on the sort of CT flank here as he does make his way forward, but still time is of the essence. Have to make a move now for this T side. There's really no time to sit around and wait here. Kubakin is able to take down Romy, but that bomb does get dropped over the second frag of the round, and Crush will get taken out as well. Just Kubakin having a 1 versus 4. And as he will just look to save, that will be a 3rd round for Hollywood. A good little play from them so far. Vega, of course, have so much money left to work with, though. able to rebuy almost straight away. And now it will be Hollywood to try and get themselves a 4th round. If they can get at least maybe 6 or 7 on this first half, then they can have a chance going into that second one. But Vega with a much more sort of solid play so far. Even so, Vega Squadron looking to try and win out the first half. Of course, minimum rounds would give them that here as Luke able to take down Kabak, and that's a great first kill. Now starts to force Vega toward that B bomb site. You do have a little bit of a late push coming in from Hutchie, but apart from that, it is going to be the T side dedicating toward the B site right now. That grenade, minimal damage done onto Red Hide. Will they spot him out in the boost position? I'm not sure whether they will. They do, though, as they do trade back 2 for 1. Robbie through the smoke eventually does get taken out. Now into a 2 versus 2. Chop it down to 34, but both of these players coming through from the CT spawn. Darkside making his way on to the bomb site. Chopper is there, though, and does get tagged heavily, spraying down and shut out of the round. JR now into a 1v1. AWP versus AWP. Luke does have one single Molotov and the defuse kit to work with, but JR already in the flanks. Luke is right there, taps away, and JR finds it with the Glock as well to get themselves an 8th round. It will be Vega again to close out another one. Hollywood now into a little bit of a most likely buy round. Many players can buy, 3 in total. 2 others can just squander whatever is possible. AWP to be bought by Luke as well, so it was worth going in for that buy round. Vega Squadron, though, much stronger. A lot of utility. The AWP back onto JR. Full Kevlar for every single player. And they are having a great time so far in Inferno. Chopper and Hutchie able to 2 for 1 trade. Darkside does find one, but it's not going to be comparable here. JR on the edge of the smoke, able to find another one. Now takes it into a 4v2, and Vega having a good hold of this game so far. Hutchie going to be boosted on top of the hut area, and that gives him a great angle above this smoke to allow JR to then get aggressive inside of middle. Going to be forcing once again Hollywood into another save. JR going to find one. Shuts down the AWP of Luke. Red Hide is already to trade back, but apart from that, there's no chance of retrieving this AWP, so unluckily for Hollywood, they will lose out on that one. Unless he can grab it, he cannot. And there you have it, Vega Squadron 1 round away from double figures in this first map. And on this first half as well, very impressive so far. Very basic pistols now for the CT side as they just go into a little bit of an eco round to try and facilitate a buy going into the next. Kabakan already able to spot out Luke, tags him down incredibly low and finishes him off as well. As they now start their push toward this A-bomb site. Romy to try and do a little bit of damage, but Kabakan shuts down once again, and Crush gets eliminated, and that should be their entry to the site. It definitely will be, and these 2 players rotating from the CT spawn might just get caught off by Hutchie here. These MAC-10s generating some great cash so far. Red Hide will be able to trade back 1 frag, but Kabakan is already there, ready and waiting to spray down, land the trade, and now it's just Joe in a 1v4. It will be Vega Squadron to take their 10th round here. A great little start on the T side, showing a lot of dominance on this first map. Might be Joe to find 1 kill though, and with that CZ, we'll be able to tap 1 away. But Chopper eventually to close down the frag. 10-3, Hollywood able to go into a little bit of a rebuy, but again, it's going to be very, very limited for a number of players. Mag 7 onto Darkside, MP9 onto Luke. 4 players still able to buy up their M4s though, but no AWP in sight. But as Darkside, we'll take a little bit of a fast play towards the edge of apartments. The Mag 7 is perfect for that angle as well. There you go, Darkside to shut down Kabakan. He is that lurk player, though, for the T side, so... might be a little bit of an intuition now for the CTs to rotate one more player toward that B-bomb site, but even so... not yet dedicated, although... we will see Crush with a little bit of a boost out toward the coffins. Not going to gather any information from it, really, but it was a nice idea. 50 seconds on the clock, though, and... they now start to make their way toward this banana area. 3 players inside of the B-bomb site as they get ready to set up here. 40 seconds left. They now have to begin to throw out their utility. 35 seconds have to make a move as those smokes and flashbangs go down. As they do manage to trade back these frags. Chopper to eventually eliminate one. Is there a chance at another one as JR dancing around the bomb site? Will be able to land one, but Joe... he gets taken down as well. Now into a 1v2 and Darkside AK in hand. Both of these players are considerably low here, but as they do try and shift out forward, he will be able to find one, but Chopper not yet swinging out for a refrag. Oh, as that Molotov goes down, he burns alive, and as he gets that defuse, he will be able to close it down. That's a 4th round for Hollywood. That Molotov was absolutely perfect, giving the CT side their 4th round, but even so, do really not have money to go into this final round of the first half. Able to give the AWP back to Luke. A lucky utility for a few players. Romy able to get an M4 in a full set, though. Oh, but Kabakan able to punish Darkside for once again that quick push towards the apps area. But as it will be Hollywood on that back foot so far. 5 on 4 and a good chance for Vega to close out 11. And once again, Vega to set up toward the A bomb site. Flashbangs and utility get thrown down. Kabakan able to gather info on a second frag and will close it out as well. But 2 trays do come back through. Make that a 3rd. That's a great play. Now a 1v2 for Chopper. Can he try and do here? Does land the first kill, but the flank is coming through from Luke. Does start shifting around toward the A bomb site, but as he does back away, will remain safe for now. Does Luke know where he's sort of scarpered off to, though, as he edges his way toward Pit? Chopper is there, ready and waiting. Does he spot the cross? I don't think he does, but as he flicks away, there you go. Luke will close down the round, and it will be Hollywood for a 5th in this CT side. To be fair, a respectable number of rounds considering how dominant Vega have been. So as they do take their 5th here. Getting in to the second half, Vega Squadron. Now on that CT side, the AWP, oh sorry, the AWP for Luke there. Having the great impact. Struggled to buy it in the previous round as well, so very lucky that he did keep hold of that one. But going into the second half, the pistol round really going to decide the run of play so far for both of these teams, because the pistol for Vega could really start to solidify this victory. Would take them to around 13-5 as long as they win both of the anti-eco rounds. But again, it would allow Hollywood a real good input back into the game. Allows the scoreline to become 10-8, 10-9 before Vega can get a real, like, sort of clutch on the game, sort of get into their first buy round. So as we do see this second half now getting underway. Vega, of course, on their CT side. Crush taking the defuse kit. 2 pieces of utility out for him as well. Luke and Joe going to be both buying utility as well here. So, oh, Hutchie already able to drop the bomb. That's a great first kill to find quite early in the round as well. JR does get dropped down to 19 points of health, but will be able to survive for now. You do see these 2 players edging their way toward the A-bomb site, have managed to retrieve the bomb as well. But even so, 1 minute 15 approaching, and that T side starting to advance toward the A-bomb site. Although Kabakan and JR to all find kills. JR with 2. Now into a 1v3. Kabakan to shut down. It will be an 11 for Vega. Can now really give them an opportunity to try and close out these next 2 anti-eco rounds. Try and force the scoreline to 13-5. We'll begin to really start to make it uncomfortable for this T side of Hollywood here. But even so, Joe somehow able to find the first kill on to Crush. A very fast play toward the A-bomb site. That's what the B-bomb site, sorry, is he will find another frag as well. Able to eliminate not just 1, but 2 players with a quick rush down toward Banana. Finally, Hutchins straight one back, but Darkside and Redhide both find frags. Now just JR in a 1v4, and this might get really unfortunate for him. Somehow Vega just not able to cling on to these second rounds into the half. It's really worrying for them. But as JR is shifting around toward the second mid, able to spray down 1, but the trade comes swiftly through from Redhide. 6th round for Hollywood now as they get into this. Starting to really make an impact once again. Squadron. So once more rebuy into this round. Getting a couple of pistols on their side. A scout in the works as well. There is really nothing major on that CT side to really help them win out this round, but even so. Bomb has been collected, moving toward the A-bomb site. 1 minute 10 on the clock as they start to advance very quickly forward toward this A-bomb site. Luke with a nice little kill onto the head of JR as they begin to wrap around. She's able to find 1. No chance at a second one though, as Kabaki on the edge of the smoke gets 1 back in a trade. But even so, how long will he survive as he spams away with that CZ? Chopper is rushing in to help him. Flashbang is good as he shuts down another one. Low HP as well as he dives into the site. Now there's the 1v1. Yo on the UMP and Crush with the Deagle. Rushes round forward and Vegas somehow, they make the round work. The CZs and pistols able to overpower. As Vega close out at 12th. The rounds very early at the start of the halves. Back and forward. We saw that in the first half. We're seeing it in the second. And once again, Hollywood going to rebuy into this round. An AWP onto Luke. The rest of the team, though, able to buy up as well as already damage to be done onto Crush. Burning in the Molotov, though. Luke will find 1, but eventually burns alive in the Molotov. The grenade to do a little bit of damage as well. Dark side on the edge of that smoke to be shut down by JR. That AWP has been collected, though. Kabakin gets picked off by Romy. So a nice little trade back into a 3v3. They have to keep this sort of lone man on the A-bomb site, though, as that grenade does come through. Does do only 1 point of damage. And as Red Hide picked down one, JR trades back twice. Eventually, the AWP to make an impact, though, as that bomb does go down. Rush now into a 1 versus 1. AWP in hand for Joe. Trades back to a Galil, actually. Might be much better for Crush to go round towards A-Long here, but as he starts to move towards the bomb site, Yo shuts him down, and there you go. 7th round for Hollywood. Especially with a UMP at that range, when the player could have been in pit, probably not the best idea to really move through A-Long. Would have been better heading towards short, but nevertheless, it will be, once again, a rebuy from both of these teams. Vega investing whatever they can do. Pistols, a Mag 7, and a Scout as well. And already, a 2-for-2 trade quite swiftly at the start of the round. But he does get spammed down to 30, but even so, as they spray through the smoke, even more damage to be done, but we'll be able to survive for now. Have managed to retrieve an AK off the back of this as well. Might actually want to swap that with Crush. Give him the AK in this round. However, Hollywood going to be already trying to make a little bit of an advantage in their favor on this sort of round, because there is really no way for them to try and lose this one. If they do win it out, once again, Vega will be forced to an eco, but even so, I believe Kabakin did spot the play there, but might get caught off guard. He should have gone for the frag first instead of the information. Romy does manage to pick him off there as they start to make their way toward the bomb site. 13 seconds left, and it will be a successful plant. But into a 3 versus 2. Already this CT side going into a save. Not really too much to save, though. Just really the AK of most importance. The Kevlar maybe as well for Crush. But even so, Vega now going to take a pause on the CT side. Most likely going to be tactical as well. Or not. It's another technical issue. There you go. There we go. The money for Vega. Looking really, really rough right now. Giving Hollywood a great chance to get back into this game. Could start to look really good for them if they get sort of maybe 1 or 2 rounds before before Vega can get back into the match. As we do just wait for this issue to be resolved. Hollywood, of course, having a much better buy round going into this next one. The AK and the Mag 7 really the only weapons that can try and challenge Hollywood going into this next round, so better be ready for some real massacres coming through. There you go. As we do get in to the live play once again. Vega, a little bit of an investment, couple of pieces of utility, but nothing major, nothing to really hurt the economy. You can't really allow it to be that weak so far. Oh, what an incredible double grenade. As both the Red Hide and Romy able to grenade Hutchie to death. Crush is also there as well. Flash comes through, but Mag 7 with the close range doesn't really make an impact as he finds one frag. Does damage to a second, but Darkside is there to trade him back. As it will now be Hollywood on that front foot here, as they have that one-man advantage, and especially against the two pistols of the CT side here. An AK onto JR, though. Might be the one saving grace of this round, but still, the bomb goes down on the A site. All the CTs are stacked towards B. Romy takes down Kabakan as well, so now into a 4v2, and looking a little bit dismal in this round for Vega, as Romy finds one back. JR finally able to deny, but even so, won't really give that much of an advantage to this CT side here, as the rest of the players from the Hollywood T side just trying to hunt him down. Don't really want him to be saving the AK going into the next one. But again, JR to find another frag in sort of the after plant scenario. Gets a little bit of utility off of the back of that as well, but the rest of the players for Hollywood just not choosing to challenge here. Really no reason for them to do so either, unless they walk into the crosshair, and Luke does pick him off as well. A 9th round for Hollywood. 1 round away from double figures, and once again, Vega are able to rebuy if they want to. And that is what they'll have to do to try and survive in this game. But even so, as it will now be Hollywood, try and head into their buy round. JR with a great flick there onto Darkside. Able to eliminate him quite early in the round. The AWP still in the hands of Luke, though. That'll be a really big loss if they... Oh, wow, that double grenade. Again, you can really utilize these double grenades on Inferno, down toward Banana especially. As Joe dropped down to 19 points of health, does get given the AWP by Luke as well. As they do make their way onto the bomb site, into a 3v3, both Luke and Joe, both pretty low though, as that bomb does go down. As it will be Vega to get a little bit of an exit frag. Hollywood, though, securing themselves a 10th round. Terrorists win. And once more, the economy of Vega really unfortunate once again, as they do head into another forced buy round. Investing whatever they can do here. A little bit of a CZ play coming out from Crush. The AWP still in the hands of JR, though. Could be the one saving grace of the round here for that Vega Squadron CT side. They've been quite weak on their CT side, to be honest. Although the same for Hollywood, really. Although JR does get tagged down to 9 points of health. Chopper with a grenade to eliminate Darkside. Joe trades back, though, into a 4 versus 4. And JR still incredibly low with the AWP. Although, she is able to find one frag. So it does sway the advantage back in the favor of these CTs. They do begin to make their way toward the A-bomb site. Kabakan is there in the defense. As that re-smoke does go back down. Still, Hutchie manning down the apartments angle once again. Just narrowly missed the opportunity to take down Rummy there, but can't really take his chances as JR down to 9 HP and already saving on the B-bomb site. Crush tagged as well and already being forced to retreat. 25 seconds left and the bomb will have to go down. Crush now in a 1v3 retake essentially as JR is leaving him all alone. Don't really think that Crush will challenge this solo. There you go, is Hollywood starting to make this game so competitive. Just showing you how much consistency, or maybe no consistency, is in the CIS scene. But I'm going to say the consistency part, just so I don't trigger everyone in the chat. Hollywood, though, starting to really come down on Vega. 1 round away from tying the scoreline. And once again, if they lose this round, would be into another eco for them, so a chance for Hollywood to even try and take the lead on Inferno. But even so, as Hollywood starting to set up toward the A-bomb site, smoke does go down to block off apartments once again. As Darkside makes his way toward the A-long angle, goes flat out the back and able to spray him down, so a good first frag to find. Does get tagged because of it, but even so, as they start to advance onto the site, she does trade back one. JR with a second, make that a third as well. As Luke finally able to finish him off. Now into a 3v2 as Hutchie gets taken down by Joe. Now into a 2v2. A little bit of utility for that CT side to work with. 2 Molotovs could be really good. But as they start to rotate from the same angle, both coming around from short, they have to make a play right now. They cannot afford to wait. Flashbang does come through from here as Chopper tries to advance. Jonas flying one and now into a 1v2. Molotov beginning to burn him alive down to his death, and Luke there to clutch it out eventually, as it will be Hollywood to gain their 12th round, tying the scoreline. Vega Squadron, though, might actually be able to rebuy into this round. They will be able to as well. AWP given to JR, the rest of the team with M4s and pharmacies. Even an MP7 onto Chopper once again. This time, as it will be Vega, really on the back foot in this second half. Sorry, Luke to find the opening kill into JR. AWP all ready to be retrieved by Kabakan. now into a 5 versus 2. Vega not even able to post a frag in this round. Hollywood are really starting to prove that they have a chance at winning this map. And Romy, just to rub more salt in the wound, able to eliminate just one more player. Now Hutchie in a 1v5. We'll be able to find one frag onto dark side, but apart from that, it should be pretty much all she wrote. Red Hide to eliminate Hutchie, and there you go, 13-12. Hollywood able to take the lead so far as, once again, Vega down to their pistols. Just playing it smart this time, though, going to be taking a little bit of an eco. Dropping down to the $2,000 mark and not going much below that either. You really don't want to risk it at this point. As Hollywood most likely going to secure themselves a 14th round. This is really starting to get unfortunate for Vega. If they lose this next map, it could start to get them sort of really nervous. And as you can see, the live odds provided by Loot.bet, they started out massively in Vega's favor, and just look at them now. As it will be this CT side. 2 pieces of smoke, 2 pieces of utility, those smoke grenades. Only 3 pieces of Kevlar across the entire field for them. And Hollywood prowling for blood right now. They want this round and they want the next one as well. Get themselves a match point here. Although Kabarkin is able to find one frag on to Red Hide. Does take him down. A chance to secure a weapon, but even so. Darkside is able to trade back one frag. Rush finds one in return, but again sprayed down as eventually rushes through the smoke, and Romy to pick him off into a 2 versus 2. One player toward ruins, one inside of the CT spawn. Trying to go through. Jihad to spot one though, and Kabarkin able to claim one frag. Romy falls as well. Somehow Vega managed to survive as they close out 13-13. Scores are tied once again. Able to retrieve an AWP.
Counter-terrorists win.
As we do see Hollywood again back into their buy round. Vega to do the same, though a lot more utility for them this time. Probably the most we've seen in the past 6 rounds. However, Chopper is able to find one frag on to Darkside. Crush throwing down a little bit of utility as Vega start to make their way toward the 14th round. Hollywood advancing toward Banana though. 2 players there, but 2 players toward the A bomb site, so maybe just a little bit of a fake split right now. Although JR does miss the first initial shot. Smoke does go down. Crush being pushed on the back of the site and does get eliminated, but even so, JR able to land a nice little frag in return. Molotov goes down. Luke on the edge of this smoke, advancing toward the right side, toward dark corner. 40 seconds on the clock, and this bomb starting to rush back toward the A site. You do have Luke on the B bomb site, most likely to sell a fake here, but does manage to find one frag, potentially to rotate another player over, but that bomb heading back towards B. I don't even think Hollywood know what they're doing right now as JR takes down Romy. That's the CT flank denied. Now Red Hide has to push through for this bomb plant. 15 seconds left, and it will go down successfully. However, Luke is to find one frag. Back into a 2 versus 2. They have the defuse kit to work with. Kabaka now forcing him out with the Molotov. And down to 7. Will find one frag, but Red Hide coming in from the CT push. As they do try and tap the bomb. Kabaka able to peek out, but Red Hide finds the kill. 14-13. And Hollywood will be able to survive for just one more round. Vega able to rebuy, however. But even so, AWP on both of these teams. Pistols, even for Crush here, is... You cannot even afford a weapon right now. JR pretty much the only hope of this team. AWP in hand and will swing out to a banana. I'm just shot onto Luke, but only down to 36 points of health. JR does manage to shut down during the process. Crush, edge of the smoke. Just managed to eliminate Darkside. Now into a 3v5, sorry. Find just one more frag. Make that 2. Cleans up a 3rd as well. Vega into their 14th round. Scores are tied once again. And look at the money for a couple of these Hollywood players. Having to rebuy the AWP for Luke, and the rest of the team just will force around them. There's really no reason for them to not to either as well. They could secure themselves a 15th round, but even so, Vega starting to really make the impact here. First shot does get taken as JR just narrowly able to avoid the scope of Luke. Although, Crush does get dropped down to just below half HP. Kabaka tagged as well in the process. However, Kabaka able to peek out toward Boiler. Does drop Romy down to critical HP. 59 seconds has just passed and still no frag to be found on either side just yet. Taking their time here, Hollywood do not want to mess up this round in a sort of mistake fashion. You want it to be through a battle even if they do lose it out. Get that bomb down, try and force the plays of Vega right now. But as they move toward the A site, JR with the aggro angle. Able to eliminate Luke. That's the AWP drop, but does get retrieved by Darkside. Even so, JR trying to swing out for another frag. Not going to land it yet, though. Do they expect the crossfire here? Did they even spot the player? I don't think they did. I don't think they spotted Kabaki on the back of the site. That allows Hutchie to swing out for the frag as Red Tide trades one back. So does Hutchie once again. Low HP eliminated. And Joe now in a 1v3. 13 seconds left. No chance for him to secure a rifle. And time is running out. We'll be able to most likely secure the bomb plant. JR is rushing, though, as he burns alive and does get eliminated. 14 turns to 15 and Vega into match point.
Bomb has been defused. Counter-terrorists win.
And would you look at that? Vega Squadron somehow pull a 15th round out of the bag. Hollywood, thanks to that bomb plant, though, able to get a little bit of a force buy in there. Scout onto Luke. Couple of UMPs in the mix as well. Darkside once again, though, right through his own Molotov. Not going to think about rushing very fast just yet as he tries to swing out. Just managed to tag Crush once, but even so, very relative damage to be done so far. Already, Crush tries to spam down. Will find one frag. It's over second as well, and we'll be able to eliminate Crush doing some great work right now. Romy does find one back. But on 1 HP, he does get eliminated. That's surely game over as just Red Hide in a 1v versus 3. Has a scout in hand as he goes for that bomb plant. A little bit of a fake there to try and win it out, but even so, as they try and pick off, Red Hide able to find 1 frag. AWP in hand though, 40 seconds approaching. And as that bomb going to be faked once again. As he tries to go for the plant this time, Hutchie to eliminate 16-14, and somehow, by the skin of their teeth, Vega able to claim out the first map of this best of 3. Going into the second one, though, we'll be live very, very soon. Make sure to check out loot.bet. Exclamation mark bet in the channel for a €50 bonus on your first deposit. Use code CUP. Make sure to enter the giveaway we have for you provided as well. Exclamation mark giveaway in the chat. And we'll be back very